How's it going? Akira, how you doing? And whoever else is out there. I'm just waiting for more people to join. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to talk about the School of Adams today. But if you got a question, you're definitely welcome to ask any question that you want. Fuck. I have some fucking back pain today. Ugh. So, a little uncomfortable. But hey, I'm still here performing because I'm a professional. Okay. So you can post any questions that you have. I will be glad to answer the question to the best of my ability. Hey, boss, always nice to see you. Yeah, I'm glad that you're here. Awesome. Yeah. So let's focus on um, the School of Adams. So as you know, the School of if Black man, hold on. Okay. The School of Adams is still open for new people to join. I'm going to post the link here in just a second to give you the opportunity to join, and where you can request basically access. You're going to have to apply, and then my team is going to do a call with you, and we'll see if you're a good fit for that. Okay. Let's see. Check here first. 4 people. Yeah. So if black magic hits your chakras and you survive, can you rebuild it back to normal? Um, I don't know if black magic hits your chakra. I don't know if that's the right way of putting it. You know, if black magic hits your chakras, I mean, you're gonna have an effect in your aura, and your chakras cannot really get destroyed. It's not that that some force destroys your chakras. That's not how it works. It's more like you have destructive energy in your energy field. And the question is, to what extent can you balance that out? To what extent can you clean that negative energy? And to what extent do you have resistance and stability in your aura to be able to resist that destructive energy? That's really what it is about. So um, I don't think you have to build anything back, if you know what I mean. What are some effective ways to repair holes in your aura? Holes in your aura are the effect of trauma, emotional trauma for the most part. So you're gonna have to deal with the emotional trauma that is essentially there's a lot of energy locked up in your emotional trauma, and that prevents the energy from flowing, and that's why you got a hole there. So what you need to do is you need to confront that trauma, you need to release that energy, and then it starts filling up again, and the energy is going to flow again. So you have to deal with your own personal emotional issues and negative experiences in life, and that's gonna fill up the holes again. It's gonna fill up the holes in your aura. What are the best ways to find any possible holes in my aura? Well, first of all, everybody has holes in their aura. That's not unique to you or anyone else. Um, and I don't think the right way is to look for the holes in your aura. It's generally speaking, you have to strengthen your aura in general and release as many energy blocks as you can. And as you do that, as a byproduct of that, um, the holes are going to be filled up. That would be my approach. So it doesn't really make sense to look for the holes in your aura and to see where the holes are. You generally strengthen your aura. You do a lot of energy work, um, and you yeah, release the emotional trauma. And based on that, you're gonna release a lot of blocks. Yeah. So in the meantime, let me talk about the School of Adults. The School of Adults is a program that's going to start very soon. This is it's the best program and last program that I'm going to do for the Grail of the Serpent. It's going to include a full training that takes that takes from beginner to adept. That's what's called the School of Adults, and there are also personal meetings included, and it's something that goes very, very deep. You know, if you've been following what I've been putting out there, I put out the curriculum, I put up videos on that topic, and some other information. So, if you want to master this art, my recommendation would be that you uh, get into the School of Adults as soon as you can. Yeah. The link to request access, or basically to apply for the School of Adults, has just been posted in the chat. If you can check it out, that's the link that you should use. GrailofTheSerpent.com, Aurelius Sopex School of Adults. Yes, I highly recommend you check it out. Good, 10 people. 10 people. All right. So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna pull up the curriculum just gonna pull out the curriculum, and then I'm gonna go into the different parts of that curriculum, just to give you an idea and more insight into what that entails. Yeah, without giving away too much, but you want to do it. Okay. So let's cover the curriculum. So basic what we're gonna begin with. Happy holidays, Frank. Yeah, thank you. Hey Bossman, what's up? I'm doing well, man. So we're gonna begin with basic protections, when you begin your spiritual work, when you begin magical work, you begin to shine brighter. Your aura gets brighter and brighter and brighter. And that attracts a lot of attention from the other side. You see, so we want to make sure that you're safe, and we want to make sure that you're not um, um, that you're not being vampirized, and don't get attention that you might not want to have or don't know how to handle. Yeah, I've had Santeria work done on my behalf before, could work for me to petition those orishas for help, even though I'm not initiated. Am I no? If you want to petition those, if you want to basically want them to work on your behalf, you have to be initiated for sure. I mean, there's a certain way on how to call them and a certain way on how to work with them. You can try, but I don't know if you're gonna get good results with that. I mean, you definitely give offerings and ask for service and whatever. But what usually happens is they're gonna they're gonna put you in contact with someone who is initiated or similar things. So I mean, you can try, but in my opinion, um, I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah. So back to the curriculum. Basic protection, very important. And by the way, I don't know if you downloaded the curriculum yet. Okay. If you I don't know if you downloaded the curriculum, but it is super important that you get the curriculum. Why? Because it will give you an idea of what you're missing out for real. And this is literally missing out on some crazy stuff. Okay. Also, on top of that, you get access to my order, by the way, if you're on the School of Edit, because then I know you're serious. There have been people that joined the order. There are also people that left the order and betrayed us, but they're fucking rats and cockroaches, anyways. So I don't really care about those people, you know. However, I want to make sure that everybody who's in the order is dedicated to it. You see, obviously, and if you're on the School of Ads, I know that you're dedicated, and therefore you're also going to get access to my order. This is, by the way, the link that I just posted is to the curriculum. Yeah. It's a link to the curriculum of the School of Adapts. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Phenomenal stuff. So I'm going to take you through a journey where you learn about yourself in ways that nobody else has ever showed you to understand yourself. And the understanding of self entails that you become aware and familiar with levels of yourself that nobody else has shown you before. Deeper levels of your spiritual being. And not just that, the spiritual being will be brought under your control. You will learn how to control the different levels of your energy body, different parts of your aura. And that then will allow you to control the different parts of reality, and through that, physical reality. The more subtle worlds control the more dense worlds. When you gain control over your more subtle energy bodies, you at the same time begin to have the ability to change what's going on in these subtle worlds. And through that, you will then, as a result of that, you will be able to control what happens here in the physical world. Yeah. So these things are interconnected. So the self-discovery and the work on yourself, the exploration of your subtle energies, the exploration of your different energy bodies, the exploration of what's within, the learning of controlling of what's within leads to control over what's going on in the physical world. And that is the whole journey summarized in a couple sentences. There's much, much more that is connected to that, obviously. The whole science of the occult, at least 80% of Western esotericism is going to be covered in that curriculum. Now, obviously, after this year, you're still going to be able to learn new things, but you're going to have a basis. And more than anything, you're going to have a solid understanding of the art itself. And that solid understanding is going to allow you to self-study and to attain the rest of the knowledge that you might want to attain. This is truly, truly, truly a gem that you're receiving there. It's truly a gem, and it is worth more, seriously more than whatever you could ever pay me. That is a promise. It's an absolute promise. Because you're not learning just book stuff. You're not just going to learn theoretical stuff. You're going to learn from an actual practitioner who's gone through all of those stages, who's now done that stuff, and who's now prepared a curriculum for you to go through in 1 year. In 1 year, and to attain the level of adepthood. It's quite phenomenal. I don't want everybody on there, obviously. You know, I don't want everybody on there. That's also why it's not the cheapest. It's definitely not the cheapest. This is what most people also mistake. Listen, just because you're alive and you're breathing, you don't mean shit. You don't mean anything. Everything that you have, everything that you want, you have to earn. What makes you more special than any other person out there? You don't deserve anything. You have to earn everything. And what you want, you have to put out something for. A lot of people think that because it's spirituality, they deserve every knowledge, they deserve everything. People are like, it's spiritual stuff. Why isn't this free? Fuck you. That's what I say. Fuck you. Who do you think you are? Who do you think I am? Who do you think this world, or what do you think this world owes you? Nothing. Nobody owes you shit. Nobody owes you anything. Zero. And the reason why you're probably not able, if you're having problems with this, or if you're complaining about that it costs something, you probably deserve the situation that you're in anyways. Right? Because you expect the world to give you something. It does not happen that way. You got to earn anything and everything that you have. Earn everything and anything that you have. That's the only way to make sure that it can't be taken from you. Why do I speak with such confidence? Why do I not give a fuck about what people say, think, do? Why do I live my life with absolute certainty, conviction, and sovereignty? There's nobody in this world that tells me what to fucking do. Nobody. Why is that? Because I have earned that place in my life. I have earned this position. This is what you have to understand. All of you guys in pickup, talking about inner game, inner this and that and the other. I want to be a player. I want to be this and that and the other. If you don't have this position in your life, if you don't have the situation in your life, you're still a bitch. Why? Because somebody else is controlling you. And you think this is not going to come across? You think your woman is not going to feel that? You think people are not going to feel that? What king? I'm a king. I walk through the world like a king. What king? You're a little bitch. Somebody's calling you their bitch, or somebody's treating you like their bitch. I'm a queen. You ain't shit. You got nothing. If you don't have a king, you're not a queen. All of you women out there, I'm a queen. I'm a queen. You are a whore. If unless you have a king, you don't have a like what a queen does not exist without a king. For fuck's sake. You see, Frank, how can you say that? I don't give a fuck. How many times am I going to tell you? I literally don't give a fuck about anything. You can't do shit to me. Nobody can do shit to me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You have to earn your freedom. You have to earn your freedom to speak. You have to earn your freedom to think whatever it is that you want. You have to earn your freedom to have an opinion. You got to earn it. You got to earn it. You got to earn it. Magic and real occult knowledge is the path. It's not the only path, but is one of the most powerful paths, one of the quickest paths to be self-determined, to have your life truly under control. There's nobody that controls me because I control the invisible worlds. I have control over the invisible. There's no institution, no person, no nothing that I fear. Nothing. It is because even before they come against me, the forces and the tides of the universe will turn against them. I own the chessboard. I'm not a pawn. I'm not a figure. I'm not a whatever figure on the chessboard. I am the chessboard, and I control that very thing. Because I am an occultist. I'm a magician. Now, if you want that too, you better do what it takes to get it. Otherwise, you will never have it. Don't you understand this? When's the last time you listen? Whatever you want, you have to earn. Do you understand it? When's the last time you were frustrated about not being able to do what you wanted to do magically? Have you ever been frustrated by that, or do you think this is a fucking real life World of Warcraft game? Do you even believe and know that magic is real? That is my question for you guys. Because if I knew that magic is real, so there are two choices. Either you think this is like entertainment, and I'm like making up stories and telling you this and that and the other. Yeah, it sounds interesting. Yeah, theoretically, like an armchair occultist, you philosophize about the implications of what that actually means. So you're either a pussy that sees power right in front of them but doesn't do it, well, then okay, it's fine. It's fine with me. You're gonna be a pussy your entire life. That's good. Okay, whatever. Be a pussy. Be a pussy. Or you know that this is real, and you're not doing everything you can to get this knowledge. Then you also don't deserve it. Both of you, both of these options here, you fucked up, and that's fine. Everybody is free to do with their lives whatever they want. I just don't understand people like that. Those two types, which is 99% of the population, those two types I don't understand. Because if I want something, I'm going to do everything and anything it takes to get it. Anything and everything it takes to get it. And I've done anything and everything that it takes to get it. You think I've never seen death? You think I've never been on the brink of death? You think I've never seen or sacrificed everything? I've sacrificed everything multiple times. Everything multiple times. I've been in situations that would make 99% of you people break like this. Like this. Absolutely. I guarantee that. It will make break. You would be in therapy. You'd be in fucking therapy for sure. You claim PTSD. You claim PTSD. This happened. This happened to me. Blah blah blah. Listen, all of you tough guys. All of you tough guys. You know you want to be gangsters or whatever. All of you tough guys. If you had seen the shit that I've seen, you you would have pissed your pants, shit your pants, and cried for your mommy. I guarantee that. I guarantee that for sure. So I earned the right to whatever I have. I'm Aurelius Sopax, and I speak my mind and my true self. I speak with confidence because I have earned the right to do so, and I'll continue to do that. And that's how I live my life. This is what I've presented for you in the curriculum. If you haven't looked at the curriculum, get it, download it. It's here in the chat. The link to download the curriculum is in the chat. And then go ahead and apply for that school if you are seriously interested in magic. If not, you're never gonna have it. So why are you even here? Why are you listening to me? That would be my question. Why are you even listening to me if you're not gonna pull the trigger? If you're not gonna do what it takes? I really don't get it. Like, what is this, like entertainment to you? I'm not here for entertainment. I educate people. That's what I do. Soon I'm gonna stop doing it. Soon I'm gonna stop doing it. You know, I don't care. Listen, if no one in this world knew what I do or knew me, I wouldn't give a shit. I literally don't give a fuck. I literally do not give a fuck. My life is different. My life is whatever I create, and that's it. I don't need to be known for being a magician. Like, there's so many people who got like YouTube channels in order to be known for being, doing spiritual stuff, and they're all full of shit. Fuck them. Like, they have like all these talks. You know, they talk. All they do is fucking talk. Maybe do some yoga here and there, and then they think they're spiritual people. Fuck you. What do you mean spiritual people? What is this bullshit? You sit there, do some yoga meditations and some breath work, and you think you're like enlightened. You're Brahman now. You're Bodhisattva. Full of shit. All full of shit. Listen, here's what I think. What I believe is a god or something that is spiritually powerful needs to have control over the physical world. That's what I believe. Any yogi out there who's a fucking bum but can fucking, twirl his body like fucking gum is nothing to me. That's pathetic. That's a nothingness to me. Ridiculous. What is that? What is that? What are you going to do? Who are you going to impress with that? What does that mean? I feel so happy and blissful. Congratulations. You were able to stimulate a couple of endorphins. You think that's enlightenment? I bet you anyone who on coke has a better trip than you. Is that enlightenment now? Is that enlightenment? People got it all twisted. People got it all twisted. They believe that spirituality is all about escapism, escaping the world, be happy, be peaceful. No. The world of the law of the physical world is might is right. Might is right. Power only respects power. And you know what? Even in the spiritual. That is one thing that you have to learn as a magician. So where's your power, if I may ask? Oh, Frank, I'm a magician. I studied magic for years. Where's your power? Where's your power? Where's your fucking power? Seriously, what is that? I don't care how long you studied something. I care about your power. What is power? It's self-determinism. I want something, I get it. I want something, I get it. I want something, I don't have the means. I do whatever I can to get the means, or whatever it takes to get the means and get what I wanted. Is that simple? Is that simple? The universe does not respond to half-ass bullshit. You got to do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes. And if not, I'm still gonna call you a pussy. If you can't do it, I'm still gonna give. I claim the right to call everyone who wants something, doesn't get it, or doesn't do anything they have to get it, a pussy. That's what I'm gonna do. I have the right to call everyone who doesn't doesn't want to talk a pussy. That's what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. You don't do what you said you want to do, you're a pussy. You follow through with what you said you will do, you're a pussy to me. That's it. The world's very simple. The world's a very simple place. The world is a very simple place, you know. And I love to offend people because you can only get offended by something that is true to an extent, I guess. Or let me put it like this. Since I'm not talking to an individual here, you cannot get offended unless what I'm saying is true. Now, if I'm accusing someone of something that is not true, yes, you can get offended. But if I'm not talking to anyone specifically here, and you get offended and you feel, oh, the shoe fits, then it's your fault. That is your fault. You know, then it's your fault. So, okay, do we have other questions? Do we have more questions? Do you have your legs crossed when you meditate? Not always. Sometimes I do. Not all the time. If the question is, do you have to have your legs crossed when you meditate? The answer is no. You don't have to. You do not have to have your legs crossed. Absolutely not. Since everything is mental in the end, does it mean the novice use physical tools to reinforce the intention while the master can do everything inside their mind? Theoretically, however, for real ceremonial magic, you will always need a ritual setup and you will always need tools. And ceremonial magic is just very powerful. When we're talking about ceremonial magic, we're talking about changing physical reality with a specific intention, with a specific goal in mind. And for that, you will always need tools. Um, for more like changes and manipulations on other planes, such as the mental plane, emotional plane, astral plane. You can do a lot of things in your mind alone, but for real physical changes, oftentimes you will require physical tools. Frank, everything you say is right. I was having a certain issue, so I asked my best friend, who was a Reiki practitioner. He said he saw my energy, said my aura would be stronger if I did a detox. My job energy was actually affecting it and causing certain things to manifest. Interesting. Yeah, I believe you. I believe that. Yeah, I've been. What I'm doing is right now I'm bulk. I'm cutting. I've been bulking for the last couple months. I've been building a lot of muscle. But as you build a lot of muscle, you also have a lot of fat. So right now I'm cutting. I actually started today. In the next couple months, I'm going to lose a lot of weight, and that is also going to change my spirit. That's going to change my energy. Absolutely. As the body gets lighter, the spirit also gets lighter in a lot of ways because the energy flows faster and easier. So I'm going to be a lean, mean machine of muscles. Right now, I am, I have bulked up. You don't even see it on camera, guys. If you see me on camera, you have no idea how big I am. I promise you. I'm right now. I'm at 250 pounds, 253 pounds at 6'4", 6'4", 250 pounds. That is heavy. That's the heaviest I've ever been. However, I've been bulking, so I've been building a lot of muscle, right? So now it's just cutting. So I'm going to be in a 500 to 1,000 calorie deficit every day. For the next couple months, I'm going to shred all that fat, and then boom, I'm going to be a lean, mean machine of fucking muscle, and then I'm going to start fighting more again. So actually, just boxing, yeah. And the process, I will feel it. My energy is going to flow different. So yes, everything has an effect. A detox, fasting is the best detox actually that you can do. It's the best detox in the world. You also stay away from sugar is what I would say. But yeah, that's how you do it. Seriously, would anyone here have thought that I'm at 253 pounds? I'm at 250 pounds. That's the heaviest I've ever been, and I actually don't like it. I like being leaner, and that's what I'm going to do. And then maybe if I think that I have to put on more muscles, I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to put on muscle while also putting fat, and then step by step, I'm going to cut it. That's actually how you do it. I have not seen anyone personally. I don't know anyone who was able to build muscles without also putting on fat. Doesn't building muscle naturally burn fat? Yeah, but that's a question of calories. That's a question of calories. Uh, in order to build muscles, you have to usually have to be in a caloric surplus. You know, you have to be in a caloric surplus. So um, when you do bulking, I don't necessarily count my calories when I'm bulking. So I've been just lifting a whole lot of weights and eating a lot, and that's how you get to 250 pounds with intention. And now all I got to do is stay in a caloric deficit and keep lifting the weights, and I'm going to keep the muscle, but at the same time, I'm going to shred fat, and then I'm going to be lean. And the funny thing is, if you're leaner, you also look bigger. That's funny. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But 250 at 6'4", that's a lot. Even though I have a friend who's at 300 pounds at 6'4", but that would be way too much for me personally. Muscle weighs more than fat. Yeah, absolutely, it weighs more. Sure. I still want to lose weight though. Absolutely, but mainly fat. So how do you keep the muscle? You keep the muscle by just using it. As you keep the muscle and stay in a caloric deficit, the fat's going to disappear and you become lean, a lean meat machine. Frank, does your sauna help Frank, does your sauna help? It was deleted. How many meals per day? How many meals per day? When you're bulking, is that what you're saying? When you're bulking, how many meals per day? I don't know. I was eating 3 meals per day. But that's it. So I would just eat high calorie foods, high calorie foods. If you're only eating meat or something like that, only chicken breast and rice and all that stuff, well, bro, you're gonna have a hard time putting on all this weight. Um, I mean, do it a little slower. Instead of like 1,000 calorie surplus, do like a 300, 400 calorie surplus. That's enough. And then, I mean, it's easy. Just eat one more meal than you're eating right now. One more meal or a shake, one more shake per day, and not just a protein shake. Just put in, I don't know, tuna if you want. Put in some tuna and other stuff, tuna protein powder, whatever. And then that's good energy, man. You're like a heavyweight boxer physique. Yes, I am. Can you use demons to build muscle? The most important aspect of building muscle is you need to use them. You need to also make sure that your testosterone is good. The way to you make sure that your testosterone is good, you gotta testosterone. Uh, I think testosterone is the number one thing when it comes to building muscle. Without it, you're gonna do whatever the fuck you want. You're not gonna build it. So make sure that there are certain supplements that you can use. I use boron. Okay, boron is important. It's a trace mineral that 99% of the population is deficient in. Boron itself increases your free testosterone by 30%. It's a natural supplement that used to be in the soil, but now since everything is being grown in greenhouses, no plant out there that you find or that you can find in a grocery store is going to have boron in it. So pretty much everybody's deficient in boron. Okay, and it lowers your free testosterone by 30% if you're deficient in it, which is pretty much everyone here, I would say. Unless you have dealt with exercise and nutrition, you probably haven't even heard of boron. Then zinc, you got to make sure that you have a lot of zinc in your system. Vitamin D, you need vitamin D. Most of you are probably deficient in vitamin D, and all these three things have a direct influence on your testosterone levels. So you need boron, zinc, vitamin D. What else? Magnesium. Make sure that you got magnesium. Calcium, you actually don't have to worry about that much. Magnesium and potassium. Most of you are definitely deficient in potassium. So get all of these and sleep enough. By the way, my sleeping is really the worst part of my health routine. Um, they say if you routinely sleep 4 to 5 hours per night, you're gonna have a testosterone level of somebody who's 10 years senior than you. So apparently, I have the testosterone level of someone who's 10 years senior than me. My testosterone level is naturally pretty high, though. Yeah. So take these things, get rid of the sugar. Ideally, get on a keto diet, and your testosterone is going to double for sure. Yeah, and then you're going to be fine. Sleep, take these supplements, make sure that you take a multivitamin, and then eat good stuff, eat healthy stuff, and you're gonna be fine. You have to fight laziness, feeling like lazy like you used to be normal, but now laziness is so hard to overcome. Bro, if you are lazy, you just don't know how life works. So you don't think about what life actually means and who you're competing with. Okay? Let me put it like this. So, you're in competition with every single man in the world. Do you understand that? Mel, as I don't know if you're a guy, Mel, as yeah. But as a man, you can never forget that you're competing, directly competing with every other man in the world. You're competing for everything. For resources, for the most part, the world is run by resources. Obviously, you're competing for money, you're competing for everything else. The realities of men in this world are competition with each other. You can have allies. I'm a woman. Well, then you're competing with other women. So if you're lazy, I guess okay. If you feel like you're lazy and you don't get what you want, I mean, if you have everything that you want, then that's fine. I don't think you have to do anything. You don't have to change anything. But if you feel lazy and you don't have everything that it is that you want, then I think it's your own fault. so so I mean, it's simple. It's really simple. What is it that you want? What motivates you? What do you want? What do you want? You know? And then think to yourself, is the level of action that I'm taking right now, is that going to get me what I want? Right? I mean, you got to wonder why I am so intense. Why am I intense, and why do I always come across as I'm like, you know, serious and all that stuff? Guess what? I have a serious mission, and I'm gonna do anything that it takes to get it, or I'm gonna die in the process. It's that simple for me. So I don't understand laziness. I don't understand that. I think you have a lack of. I have everything I need. Well, good. Then I guess be happy and lazy. That would be my recommendation. Be happy and lazy. Frank, with being who you are, I would think your stress level and being responsible for a lot would affect body weight at times. I think that's a complete. I think that's complete bullshit. I don't think the stress level has nothing to do with it. Either if anything, the stress level would reduce my weight. Why? Because if I'm so stressed, I don't have time to eat, which means I'm going to lose weight. These are all, listen, weight is very simple. It's calories in, calories out. It really is that simple. It really is that simple. I promise you, if you get in a caloric deficit, you will lose weight. Zero chances you're going to keep the weight. Why? Because it's thermodynamics. It's thermodynamics, okay? So you're going to lose the weight if you make sure that you stay in a caloric deficit. It's really not that complicated. And I'm not going to take that as an excuse. Oh, I'm stressed, so I'm fat. That's not going to work for me, Also, for the School of Adults, when is the start date? It's going to be it's going to be in January. We're going to start in January. So I want to give some people the chance to sign up. We're going to start in January. And I'm great. I'm glad that you're there, Stephen. It's good to have you on there. You know, I need to get my aura ring back. You know, in the summer, in July, I had an aura ring for like 2 months. It was super helpful. I learned a lot about my sleep and how to improve it, and then I lost it. Basically left it at a girl's house in, well, I'm not explaining this right. I know I should be able to be independent. Yeah, okay. Maybe it helps you to think about a man that you wanna attract. You know what usually happens? Let's say a girl is really fat and nasty, and she loses weight and becomes more attractive. You know what happens first? She drops the guy that she's been with and gets with a new guy. She upgrades the guy that she's with. Why? Because now she can have a different guy. So maybe that motivates you. You know, maybe that can motivate you having getting a better quality man because you look better, you're thinner. Maybe that's motivating. And if I was a woman, bro, I would use that as a cheat code for real. Like all you got to do as a woman, in my opinion, is really you just got to look good. You got to be thin. You got to be attractive, and you got to have a good personality, and then the world is yours for real. You can have a billionaire. I don't understand women's problems. I really don't. I really don't understand women's problems. It's really simple. It's really simple. Just have a good character, good values, be you know in good shape, watch what you eat, have a nice attitude, and you're never going to have any problems in your life. You're like everything's going to be taken care of. Everything will be taken care of. You're going to find a guy that has resources, that has everything. I really don't understand, man. It's so simple. It really is simple, you know. Thank you for sharing the knowledge. No problem. Take care of your body, will affect your life in every way. And it's hard to do magic and have an unhealthy diet. It's also hard to manifest when you don't care of your body. Yeah. Sugar is the devil. Just get rid of the sugar. The sugar demon possesses you. Get rid of that. I'm already a good looking woman. But okay, it's simple, but and your videos are really interesting. Thank you for sharing. Are fruit sugars like agave bad? Any sugar is bad. Fruit sugar is actually worse. Fructose is really bad. And agave, all of this shit is bad. It's about what it does to your gut and your gut bacteria. Your gut bacteria are going to be negatively affected by it, which is going to have all kinds of consequences for the rest of your body. So I would be careful. Is the physical body a reflection of the energy of your soul? Yes. I know it's probably not politically correct, but yes, your physical body has a lot to do with your spiritual essence, for sure. For sure. Absolutely. I mean, you can look at different people and you can tell how spiritually advanced they are. No, absolutely. I mean, just listen to your instincts. You look at different people, you know, kind of like what level they're at, like what kind of what quality of person they are. No, I mean the vessel, the physical vessel, is always a reflection of the energy that a person carries, of their spiritual bodies. Absolutely. Um, you know. So if I'm short and beautiful, that means my soul is beautiful. If you're short and beautiful, I don't know about the short part. It's more about symmetry. The symmetry of the face says a lot, or the symmetry of the body says a lot about the spiritual essence of the person. How can you get your kundalini to rise other than with meditation and sex? Why do you need other methods to make your kundalini rise? To me, I mean, that question to me sounds: is there an easier way of doing it? Is there a way where I can do that without consistent and constant practice? I'm sorry, there's not. Um, I also believe the more beautiful the personality is, it reflects on the outside. Okay. How do you motivate yourself when you are at your most vulnerable? If you know what I mean. My most vulnerable. I do not know what you mean. I mean, if you're at your most vulnerable, it should be easiest to motivate yourself. Why? Because what's next? If I'm at my most vulnerable, okay, you got three choices on how to respond to threats. You either fight, flight, or freeze. Fight, flight, or freeze. Fight, fight, or freeze. If I was you, get a man who solves your problems. That's what you need. Because men are problem solvers. I literally believe that. All of you women, most women are too emotional to solve their own problems. Okay, it's just what it is. You're get a man that can do that for you. Get a man that solves your problems. That's what we're built for. Men solve problems by default. You know, if you're always like women always talk, well, guys don't talk, guys don't communicate. You know why we don't communicate? You know why we can be in silence? You know why we can't? Why we're able to sit somewhere for 30 minutes and not speak a word? It's because we're solving problems in our heads. While you are talking about how you feel and how your day went and how whatever your period hurt, we're taking care of everything else. We're taking care of the house not falling apart. We're taking care of the fucking infrastructure. We're taking care of. We're making sure that that another army of another country doesn't uh, doesn't run over the country and steals everything. We're making sure that everything is safe. That's what men do all the time. Okay. But women consider most men, oh, they're, I don't know, they're not communicative. They're just weird. Men are just stupid. Ah, men are so outdated. Men are so primitive, right? That's the problem. You don't understand us, and we don't necessarily understand you. So that's the problem. What you need is a man that solves your problems. That's your problem, I think. Get a man that solves the problems for you. And you probably think you don't need a man or whatever. I don't need a man. I can solve my own problems. Well, obviously you can't. So get a man that solves your problems for you, because that's what men do as a byproduct of just sitting there. You put me in a situation. You put me in any situation. I'm just going to sit there. I'm going to hear what's going on, and I'm going to tell you the solution. That's how my mind works, and any man is going to do that. We just look for solutions, you know. So get a man that solves your problems. That's what you need to do. So you can deal with your own emotional drama and entertain yourself with bullshit, and that's how you do it. Get a man that solves your problems, because that's what we do. Do women gain weight faster than men, or is it equal? Women gain more fat than men, easier. Just about the hormone. Um, More estrogen, less testosterone. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up now, guys. Um, one more time. Here's the link for the curriculum for you to download if you're interested of what if you're interested in what the School of Adapts entails and the curriculum in it, and also the link to apply. The link to apply has just been posted there too. You're going to talk to my team, and if you qualify, you can be accepted into the School of Adults, which is one of the best things that you will ever do in your life. I like to take, for example, the last Queen Egypt, Cleopatra. I think she is inspiring. Uh, Even if she was defeated by her enemy, she's a great example. Inspiring for what? To do what? Inspiring to do what? I need to get away from my family to find a man. My family tries to chase away any man that comes near me. The best thing I can do is to protect my relationship. The best thing I can do to protect my relationship is not to tell them. What is the Queen of Egypt, Cleopatra? What is she inspiring for? What does she inspire you to do? She was very smart. Oh, by what metric? By what metric? As far as I know, she was fucking two men and got them into competition with each other. That's what she was doing. There are millions of women that do that every day. Cleopatra smart. Get the fuck out of here. Being a great leader, she made herself into a real queen. Yeah, by sucking dick. That's what she did. Sucking multiple dick and getting those guys to compete with each other. You know, Mark Anthony, I'll suck your dick so that you don't run over my country. And he's like, okay, but you're still gonna pay me. Listen, who was really smart in that situation? First of all, Cleopatra had an affair with Mark Anthony. Okay, so the Roman soldier, they had won against Egypt. Yeah, she Mark Anthony as well. Mark Anthony and Julius Caesar. She fucked both of them. So let's take Julius Caesar as an example. They had already won against Egypt. Egypt was now a colony. So she's like, please let me stay on my throne. I suck your dick. And he's like, okay, you suck my dick. I fuck you whenever the fuck I want. And at the same time, you pay us, you pay the Roman Empire, cattle, food, slaves, all kinds of stuff. Okay. So you tell me what's so smart about that? He just kept her he kept her, she was allowed to stay in her fucking palace and sucked his dick. But Egypt was still fucking conquered. What's the big deal? You think Julius Caesar cared? No. Yeah, my bitch can stay in the palace. That's fine. She sucks me off, and he probably got a kick out of fucking the Queen of Egypt. Yeah, that's it. So I don't know what's so admirable about that. You know what would be admirable? Would have been admirable if she had been able to beat the Romans, and get them out of the country. All she was doing is giving her pussy away. She was sucking dick and getting fucked. What a smart political move, huh? Wow. Oh shit, Cleopatra. What do you mean? Mark Antony and Julius Caesar still ruled. They had everything, and they took everything from Egypt. They took everything, all the resources, and it was smarter for them. It was easier for them because if they keep her in place, she's already connected. They don't have to force everybody to do it. She's just going to command them to do all of that stuff, right? So, who's the real winner here? Who's the real smart person here? Cleopatra. She's a sellout. Cleopatra was a sellout whore. That's what she was. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up now. I'll talk to you soon. Be well. Bye.